What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Callie. This is my channel, and it's very random. And as always, tonight will be no exception. So, basically, since I am unprepared, as usual, I am clearing space tonight and organizing and just trying to structure my life. Trying so desperately to structure my life. So, with that said, I want to share with you guys all a story, okay? So, this is the story about the time my car caught on fire, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and share the story with you guys while I kind of go through something. Because what else do I have to do besides share a story with you? Oh, I need something to put this under because I don't like how it is. Okay, so story time. Yes, okay, so one time, all right, way back when, about, I don't know, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I'm back, sorry about that. Okay, so a few years ago, I did a lot of driving, okay? I would drive from northern Michigan to northern Indiana, lower Michigan to mid Michigan. I would drive all over the place, okay? For work. So, one time I was driving, I had a 2004 Chrysler Sebring, and I loved it. It was actually my favorite car I ever had. I don't know, I had a Dodge Neon that was teal. Maybe one day I'll get into a whole, more show you guys. It was the coolest car ever. My friend gave it to me, $400. She went off to the Air Force. Shout out, you know who you are. I love you. Yeah, she's one of my really good friends who has been friends for, ever. But anyway, it was my first car. It was awesome. I actually wrapped it around a telephone pole. It was my worst accident I ever gotten in. That, well, I'll save that for another story time. But this is the time my car caught on fire, okay? So, yeah, I was driving. So I had like a slight oil leak. Basically, my manifold, the manifold screws or something were loose, okay? So oil would kind of leach out and all over on my stuff or below. I don't know. There was a leak somewhere, and I think it had to do with my manifold cover, okay? So if I drove too far, I would have to stop and put oil in it. Yeah, I'd have to stop, check the oil, make sure that, it wasn't running too low, because one time I was driving my sister's car. It was her first car, all right? Driving it, I didn't even get a mile down the road before it just stopped and it blew up because it didn't have any oil, and it literally blew up and it was totaled. Like, there was no more driving it, and it was, so crazy to me that I always remembered to check my vehicles for oil. So I stopped at a rest area and I lifted my hood and I checked my oil, and I needed to add oil. So, you know me, I just go and get the oil and I bring it to the hood and I start to pour it in. Usually I'm really good at this, but not today. Today, I don't know, my arm messes up and it goes everywhere, all over, okay? So, within 2 seconds, my car was on fire. Okay, there's fire now. I poured the oil, it went all over, there's fire. And I'm like, fire? Oh my gosh, I'm thinking, what can I do? It's an oil fire. I know that if you add water to an oil fire, it just gets worse. I had never seen this, but I knew instinctively water and oil don't mix. So, and then I was like, man, I don't have any blankets. I don't have any sand. What am I going to do? I'm sitting here having these thoughts in my head. What am I going to do? Oh my God. If I stand here any longer, it's going to just go everywhere. And then how am I going to stop it? I'm going to be standing here. Everyone's going to watch my car blow up. What am I going to do? So I let instincts take over, you know? I let the instincts take over, and I rushed to my car and I grabbed the water because it's the only thing I could think about is, okay, I'm gonna try this water. This water has to work. So despite my fear of water not working, I grab the water and I throw the water on the engine. And all of a sudden it went. The water hit the exhaust manifold, okay? Which is like this thing going to the engine. It's metal, and it let up a bunch of steam. And the steam, the smoke from the steam put the fire out. It deprived it of oxygen, and it put the fire out. So the water did put out the oil fire. I was just like, I'm looking around like, did anyone just see what just happened? I'm at a rest area, so I was like, did any of you guys see what just happened? Like, my car was literally just on fire, but no one saw, no one cared. And I was just like, oh my God, oh my goodness, like, what just happened, you know? I called up a couple people. I was like, look, my car just caught on fire. Okay, what do I do? Can I drive it? You know, because I don't know that much about cars. That was always a goal, to be able to like learn enough to work on my own cars. And I know brakes, I know the oil, I know certain little things, but I could probably, unless I had to, I wouldn't want to do it myself because it takes a lot more like physical strength than what I would want to use. I appreciate men, not because they like can fix stuff for you. Well, no, I do appreciate that about men. Listen, men are so wonderful because they can do the really hard stuff, and they're not appreciated enough for all the hard labor that men do for you. If you're a woman, that man is working hard for you and your family and your children, okay? Physically hurting himself. Listen, I appreciate men so much. Cars are not easy. Oh my God, cars are so not easy. I appreciate men. All right, so yes, basically I was told, you know, give it a few minutes, let it just cool down a little, and you can drive it right on out. And I was like, cool. So I did. I waited a little bit, just caught my breath, let my blood stop pumping, and then we were on our way. Not we, I was alone. I was on my way, and I was happy, and my car worked, and yeah, I had her for like another year after that. Then I sold her to get a van to drive to Texas. Yes, so, I gotta go, you guys. All right. Yes, okay. So, for those of you who have yet to subscribe to my channel, I'm just going to remind you, subscribe to the channel. Alright, if you want to see more random videos, if you want to see some interesting videos, I'm going to be having a bunch of new topics coming up soon. Subscribe if you haven't, alright? Like the video, let me know what you think, comment, you know, if you go and check out any of my videos, if there's comments, I love to interact with you guys. So with that said, alright you guys, until next time.